Hey guys, it's Kat, and today I'm going to be doing the new YouTuber tag. Question number 1. What is your name? Well, I say it's Kat, but my full name is Katrina. I even say it weird. That's why I don't ever say my name, is because it just sounds weird. Number 2. Where are you from? The good old state of Ohio. Number 3. How tall are you? I'm about 5'1"-ish. On a good day, I'm 5'2", but that's like really pushing it, and it depends who measures me, because like the doctor will say one thing, I'll measure myself, and like it'll say another, and then I'll go to another place and they'll measure me, and it'll say another, and so I would say around 5'1". Question 4. How many siblings do you have? 0. Perks of being an only child. That doesn't mean I never have, though. I've never had blood siblings. But I have had step siblings, although I've never been very close to any siblings that I've had, so. Question number 5. Is this your first channel? No. Question 6. What is your channel about? I've posted mostly about pregnancy so far, and I guess teen pregnancy, but I'm hoping to do a little bit more with it than that. There's a lot more to life than just that. There's a lot more to me than just that, too, so. I don't know. I guess there's just not an exact theme or anything. Like, there's people that do just beauty or just story times and things like that. And I kind of want to do a little bit of everything. So, number 7. Ooh, this is a good one. Why should anyone subscriber to your channel? Whoever wrote these didn't check their spelling. Anyways, why should anyone subscribe to your channel? I don't know. I might be able to provide entertainment, or make you smile, or teach you something. Who knows? Maybe you're just curious about, like, who am I? What am I doing? Maybe it'll just give you something to do when you're bored. I'm a person that likes to play YouTube in the background, like when I'm cleaning or things like that, because when I play TV, I get too distracted, like way too distracted. I'll end up sitting there watching a whole season before I get anything done. Same with schoolwork, so I like to play YouTube instead. Plus, it's easier to watch YouTube for me than it is Netflix, because I can just do it on my phone, in the car, wherever. Which I can do with Netflix too, but it drains my data more. Which I don't know why matters to me, because I have unlimited data. But it like slows down after I use so many. Question 8. Where do you see yourself and your YouTube channel in 5 years? How old will I be? I think I'll be almost 23, so I will be out of college. My daughter will be almost 4 or 5. Why don't I know how to count? 5. She'll be almost 5. So as far as my life, at that point I should be out of college. I should be pretty financially stable, I would say, because during that time I'll have worked and hopefully have a decent job, like one that I'm actually fairly content at and able to make a living off of. My daughter will be almost 5, so I'm assuming she'll be in school at that point. I don't know exactly when normal people go to school, because I've been going to school since I was 2. I guess that also depends on if she goes to preschool or not, but I think she should be in kindergarten at that point. As far as my living situation, I either want to be on my own or at least be helping my family out a lot, because that was kind of the plan, was if I stay home to like be able to help out eventually. I just know when I move out, I don't want to be in debt, so I'm not moving out until I'm not in debt. Not that I'm in debt now, but I don't know what college is going to do. We'll see. And I'm hoping that I'll actually be fit by then. I'm giving myself a 5-year period to get my body back. You know, not trying to push myself too hard. All jokes aside, though, I kind of am giving myself quite a while. I'm not, like, expecting myself to get back in shape right away, because I'm going to be a new mom, and I just don't want that stress on myself. I don't want to disappoint myself, if that makes sense. Like, my first thing is I want to be the best mom that I can be, then be the best me that I can be. Granted, those things kind of go hand in hand for me, but as far as, like, my body, I care more about my health than I care about how my body looks, if that makes sense. So as long as I'm healthy, that's really all that matters. And then once I have more time and less stress, I will work on my body again. by like working out, and that's mainly to build strength because I'm like a weak little chicken, which I'm sure will change with me having to carry all the baby stuff around, because I've carried a car seat before and I was like, this weighs as much as me. Then as the kid gets older and gets heavier and you're carrying them all the time. Then as far as my channel, I don't know, hopefully something more than it is now. I guess at that point I would hope to have way more of a following, not like hundreds of thousands, but like, I don't know, maybe at least 1,000. And I feel after 5 years, if I don't have 1,000, I might want to just not do it anymore, because then what is the point if I only have like 100 people after 5 years? Granted, there's a huge difference between 100 and 1,000, but you get the point. I know at least 1,000 people, so. And I know this because I went through my Facebook friends and like was like deleting a ton of people off, and I realized I knew like all of them. Not that all of them are interested in my life or what I'm going to be posting, but not the point. I know more than 1,000 people, so. And I didn't make this channel just for people that know me. It's also for anyone that has gone on the same general journey or is curious or wants to be inspired, I guess. Even if it's not the same journey, a similar one, and there's so much more to it than just like teen pregnancy, just pregnancy in general, and a lot of females go through that, so I guess I just want to make a difference, as cliche as that sounds. Which kind of answers the next question. Number 9, what inspired you to start making videos? So I've definitely been planning to make a YouTube channel for like 2 years now, because last Christmas, or like 2 Christmases ago, I'm like eating my own hair. But like 2 Christmases ago, I started to get the stuff for my YouTube channel, and why is this doing this? My hair's super staticky right now. And like when I was younger, I would ask for a camera for my birthday the one year, and I just loved photography and I loved being on camera, and I feel like that's such a basic thing, like everyone says that, but it's true, and I just loved being in front of the camera. And it wasn't even about like being obsessed with myself or anything like that, which when I was little I probably was. I would like stare at mirrors. I don't know what happened to my confidence since then. I don't know, like I was super obsessed with myself when I was younger, and I don't really know why. And like, now that I'm not confident now, I'm just like, maybe I've calmed down. I mean, I guess I went through a point where I had a lot of self-esteem issues, but then like, I guess I just got over it. That's kind of a whole different topic, but, which is the thing, even though I'm young, I have experienced quite a bit. Obviously, probably not as much as someone that's older than me, but I've experienced things that I feel like sometimes aren't as common, or if they aren't really talked about. Or if they are talked about, I might be able to give a different perspective than someone else could, because we're all different people and potentially have different perspectives. Plus, I've learned from others and kind of combined things, because there was not one single person that completely just knew all the right things to say to me, if that makes sense. I would like to make a difference, like I already said, and help in whatever way I can. Whether that's just making someone smile, whether that's making someone laugh, whether that's, even if it's from making fun of me. I mean, whatever. Whatever makes you happy. That probably sounds stupid, like, why would you want to be made fun of? And it's like, I don't know, the way I look at it is, if you need to make fun of me to make yourself feel better, that's fine. So be it. I mean, it's not fine, but like, you're not hurting me any. That got a little deeper than I anticipated. Question 10. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? I could go on a whole rant. I'm actually going to put them below. Question 11. What does your username mean? It's literally just my name. I actually have 2 Instagrams, so I'm going to start putting both of them in my bio, because I realized that I do use both Instagrams. One is specifically for YouTube, because I didn't want to annoy people. Because you know those people, I'm going to try to say this without offending anyone, that sell stuff and then they constantly post about it, and that's wonderful, but like, I'm friends with you because like I know you, not because I really care about you selling stuff 24/7, like when they post stuff daily and stuff. I'm like, I just don't care. And I don't want to be annoying like that. I don't really get that bothered by it, but like, and I've heard a lot of people get bothered by it, so I didn't want to be that annoying. But I will occasionally post stuff on my main Facebook and my main Instagram, because I have my own personal Facebook account and then my Facebook page for this. It's not that I really have much of a following, but it's just so I don't blow up my main social accounts with stuff about YouTube and get really annoying and people have to delete me. But for anyone who is interested in my main account, I'll also leave that below. Number 12, best thing about YouTube. For me personally, I like that it reaches out to so many people and that it can be such a great community. And I guess it also is how you make your channel, but I just love the YouTube community in general. And that there's so many opportunities that you can get from it, and so many new friendships and memories. It's a new way to reach out to people. Because it's not new, but a more modern day way to reach out to people, because I'm not about to post in the newspaper. So what do you call it? Putting something in the newspaper? I said post. Question 13. Worst thing about YouTube. That's a tough one. I think it's basically just the negativity that can come from it, just like all social media. Ironically, I'm not that big on social media. Like, not as far as, like, following, but, like, I'm not very obsessed with social media. Which would be funny to anyone older that's around me, but anyone that's younger and around me, they kind of understand, like, what I'm saying. I'm not your typical teen. Which is ironic, because at this point I seem like the stereotypical pregnant teen. No, there's a lot about me that beats that stereotype, so. But as far as social media, I just don't care as much as a lot of people do, and I don't really care for it. Like, I have a Facebook, a YouTube, an Instagram, and a Snapchat. But I'm thinking about deleting Snapchat. I don't really care for Twitter. I never really have. I don't really care for Snapchat either, just because, like, no one cares to see me like that every day, and if they do, they're in my everyday life. I just don't feel a need for it. I would say by far the worst part is how much negativity can come from it. Like YouTube, you're basically under a microscope, and anytime you say or do anything wrong, it's very noticed. Maybe not as much with smaller YouTubers, but with bigger YouTubers, definitely. And it's also hard to put your personal life out there like that. Even if you're trying to do good with it, like, I'm not sharing it because, oh, I just want to talk about myself. I'm sharing it to potentially help someone else, which might sound weird, but I'm doing it because I've been helped. So I feel that why, if I have the ability to, should I not try to help? And also what you do with your channel, like, there's so much negativity that can come from that too, and you can get judgment for it, and people can just not understand. And that's fine, because I don't understand why everyone does a lot of things that they do, but it's just none of my business, because it's not my life. So just the negativity that can come from it. But you gotta just not let that get you down. Which brings me into the last one. Question 15. Any advice for new YouTubers? Make your channel about what you want it to be about. Do not let anyone persuade you to do something that you don't want to do. Do not let anyone get to you. And if they judge you, that's fine. As long as you are happy doing whatever you're doing, then it doesn't matter. I mean, it's one thing if someone gets mad at you because you were bashing them in, like, a video or something like that. But I'm saying if you are not harming anyone by doing what you're doing, then be happy doing it and just do it. And I think a lot of people get worried about, oh, well, I don't have the best quality. I mean, you just gotta start. And from there, you can only grow. But if you never start, you can't grow. And that's kind of the way I look at it, too. Like, I'm sure 6 months from now, I'm going to look back and be like, wow, these videos were horrible. And as time goes on, I'm sure that that's just how I'm going to feel about a lot of them. But you live, you learn, you grow. Sometimes you make mistakes along the way, and that's just how we learn. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you have not yet, you should click that subscribe button down below along with the little bell next to it. So that way you get notified every time I upload and you don't miss an upload, because I know that there's things going on with YouTube where it doesn't really show up in the subscriptions or anything, so that will help. And if you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't, just click off of it. Thanks, bye.